Larry Ginn has lived on Hilton Head Island for more than 40 years. You've been a realtor here on the island for more than 35. You do have some public service in your past, having been on the Hilton Head Public Service Department
I was on there for 8 years.
Board for 8 years. How does this background, what you bring to the table, set you apart from the other candidates running for mayor?
Well, I've done a lot of different things on Hilton Head. I started one of the first limousine services when I was 22 years old. So I understand, I rode the trolley yesterday, understand about public transportation and how to move masses of people. What I couldn't believe is, their average was 8 people per day.
Mm-hmm. I
think we should take the trolley service or some kind of service, run from Tanger Outlet to Coligny. Pick up, riders in the morning to alleviate the traffic. They rode right, they were 7 minutes away from Tide Point, and they rode right past Seabrook. I think the assisted living communities should be serviced in some sort of public transportation. I think we have to do something to alleviate the traffic. I think as far as the day trippers on the beach, I think we should charge a pretty stiff amount for parking on Coligny, but I also think we should charge, charge like $25 at Coligny, but have an alternate place where they can park for $4. But they ride the trolley then, and they come back and forth. I think those are the ideas I can bring to the table.
Okay. You've also have been very involved with bike paths and the whole cycling issue here on the island. Where would you like to see us go there?
I'm tired of seeing people getting hurt. Tired of people seeing people killed. 2 years ago, I followed a drunk driver who had actually killed somebody, and I was shocked that he still had a driver's license. He was legally drunk, but he still had a driver's license. I think these are the things, and our bike clubs here are so active on bringing things to the town, but they fall on deaf ears. That won't happen with me. I'm all about, these guys who ride on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're as close to professional as you can get. I'm out there, I see them all the time, I take pictures of them all the time. That's not our problem. The problem is we need possibly to get policemen or Beaufort County Sheriff's Department on bicycles to educate our tourists. I think we should do more about LED lights on crosswalks. Stop, in Salt Lake City, you mash a button, an LED light comes on for whatever the DOT there, and then all of a sudden a stoplight comes on. That is, it takes about a minute to a minute and a half for that to go through. Why can't we, and a minute and a half is not too much for saving a life, Like I said, DG out of Roadfish told me, you take care of the pedestrians, the bicycles and the runners will take care of themselves. And that's really a very smart statement, because you know what? That's what it takes. But we need to get our local tourists educated that they can't just run stop signs, because they're going to get hurt.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about transportation in these few minutes. Where are you on the transportation sales tax to repair the bridges or expand?
I'm for it if it, I've heard so many different things. Yesterday I heard a commercial that it's only good for 4 years. That's the first time I've seen anything. And like I said, I'm just a dumb old country boy from Barnville, South Carolina, because I could have missed something. But
4 years is supposed to be the length of the sales tax. Yeah.
But I've seen that in Beaufort County before.
Okay.
They passed a 1% sales tax and it never went away. I'm all for improving the roads. They haven't even come up with whether they're going to replace the bridge or replace sections of the bridge, how it's going to affect people. I'm hearing one-lane traffic. That's going to be a real mess. We need to get a handle on the traffic in some way.
You'd like to see the plan happen before the tax comes in? Is that what kind of where you're going? Is I want to see what it's going to all look like before?
I think that's their responsibility. I mean, they're asking us to increase it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying you need to have everything buttoned down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Workforce housing, another big issue on the island. I think we could do a lot in Ward 1 with workforce housing.
a fellow realtor went to the town and said, let's work with the people in there to try to make some of the properties that they can't get good title to. Why don't we work and see if we can't do some workforce housing, increase the density? I'm for that, but I really do think workforce housing is probably going to be off the island. You know, the land is so expensive here, and I mean, it's really being gobbled up. But you know what? We can do park and ride out there. We can pick people up. It's a closer, the main thing I want to do is get cars off the road.
You've also talked about, you know what, we don't have time to go into property taxes. We all think they're too high. If we get anybody who says they're too low and we need to raise them,
let me tell you, you would have to give me about 45 minutes on property taxes.
I would light your fuse there for sure. Well, we may get a chance to do that if you're elected mayor. Barry, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate the time.
I hope I answered all your questions.
You did a terrific job, and again, good luck to you. For folks who want to find out more about your candidacy and about where you think, where's the best place to go?
Go to Facebook or call me, 843-816-4029.
Okay, that information will be available on your screen. Again, that's Barry Ginn, a Hilton Head Island realtor, running for mayor of the town of Hilton Head.
I'm going to be a good one.